March 28th, day 2. I missed my red light already. It's a little after 3 a.m. I woke up at 2 something, but just laid there, tried to go back to sleep, but didn't. My alarm went off at 3, so I was like, screw it, let's get up. But I got a rather good night's sleep, probably 7 hours or so. Lots of dreams, so that means good sleep. I don't remember the dreams, but I remember I was scared, so, I had dreams. Trying to force down some food. I'm halfway through my oatmeal. Having a hard time with it. Coffee's not even going down easy either, so there's something weird going on, but yeah, I'll get into the swing of things. I still have 6 miles to do before the next water. No big deal. I got 2 liters on me, so, plenty of water. Plus, I'll be there before the sun comes up, more than likely, or sometime right around there. All right, so wolf this coffee down, try to choke some oats down, and let's get down the trail, man. Okay, so not bad for my first time getting out of camp, of this season. Took me just over an hour. Woke up at 3, got out at 4:10. It's probably like 4:15 right now. Just started my first safety meeting in lieu of 4:20. Never do that until you have all your crap packed up from camp, though. That is a definite rule. I found if I do break that rule, I see spider eyes shining. Yay. It's already early, but I see them. Cool. But if you have a safety meeting and then you try to pack up all your gear, you're not going to do it right. It's going to take you like 2 hours. I've been there. I've done it. I'll probably do it again, but I try not to. Let's see if we can get to the water before the sun comes up. Maybe pass that dude Connor, or at least catch up to him. He's got better legs than I do. He just got off of the TA. He did like 1,000 miles of it, southern half, or southern portion. So, his legs are in good shape. I stopped to rest at mile 2, and he's like, well, later. Don't blame him at all. But, I already had it was like 8 miles for me, all that pre-walking to get to the trail. But, it toughens you up, and I need a lot of toughening up. All right, let's see how far I can get without getting lost. Holy crap, I think I see a headlamp way out there. I see some sort of light, and there should not be light. It's one point right in the valley between those 2 mountains ahead of me. I guess it's Connor, but I figured he would be way further, because that can't be much more than a mile or so away. Or maybe it's mine's playing tricks on me. Doubt it is, though. Sometimes when you're out at night and you don't have any stimulus for your eyes, you start seeing random colors and shapes, ghost people or shadow people. I kind of dig it. Just a few minutes ago, I looked around and I thought to myself, I missed this. And that's nice. That's nice. Because, normally first part of the trail, you don't really enjoy that much. You're still learning to embrace the level of suck it's throwing at you. Oh, that's not a headlamp. That's a CDT sign reflecting back at me. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, no way, that dude should be miles ahead of me. But I have missed this, man. You can see a lot by that pale dot. It's a half moon right now. You probably can't tell because cameras don't capture the moon so well. It looks full through my camera, but no, almost exactly half. But you can still see so much. Sure, I don't get to see all the striations in the mountains, because these mountains have a lot of cool twists going on that I've actually never seen before. Looks like these things were just twisted together, kneaded like dough almost. So sure, I can't see that right now, but I can still see a lot. You just lose those kind of details, although sometimes when the moon is out and shining bright, because it's overcast right now, you can actually see some of the layers in the mountains. I don't know, there's just so much more to nighttime. I love it. As soon as that fireball comes out, this is all going to suck. But I'll enjoy it. I tend to enjoy the suck. Oh, see, there it is glowing. I thought that was a headlamp. What's wrong? There's already some pretty big wolf spiders out. And she's decent size. Good my finger. Seeing lots of tiny ones around too. because I know it doesn't show up on camera, but their eyes just glitter. Makes me happy. It's like stars on the ground, except they're creepier. But I'm a creepy guy, so we get along well. So I've been walking in a wash for quite a while. And this probably would have been good to get to on first day. Most people would. It's only 8 or 9 miles in is where I'm at now. But it's got walls with shrubberies on top of it that would hide you from the afternoon sun. That would have been nice. I mean, I got my umbrella, so I'm cool. But, yeah, it's nice to where the sun doesn't even get near you. Blocked by all that. All right, next time, try to push a little harder first day. Had I pushed just a few more miles, but you know when you're beat, man. Call it a day when you call it a day. Definitely not in a hurry. I actually just found out, because see, I had been under the impression this trail was 3,100 plus miles. Tis not. There's so many alternates that it shaves it down. You have to do the official route the whole way, which nobody does. So, from what I heard on average, this is about as long as the PCT, 2,700 miles. I got that. Right, so I'm less stressed about that, because I'll be taking some of these alternates. I might even have to, skip sections. Who knows what's going on in San Juan's? From what I hear, that place is the highest prone avalanche area in North America. It's got way more snow now than in decades. It's already had shit tons of avalanches happen. So, I'm still headed towards it, but I'll assess it when I get there. I don't want to skip around a big mountain like that. That would blow. The Gila River, that thing's supposed to be like 10 times deeper than it's been in the longest time, but it's abating at this point. But you have to cross that damn thing 200 plus times. So, I mean, if it's a deep river, it's gonna suck. 200 times crossing a deep river. But again, I'm headed towards that one because I hear that is the beautiful one that you want to take. So that's what I'm taking. Worst case scenario, I turn back if the river's too scary. Yeah, there's actually a tree of decent size down here. I think this is the biggest tree I've come across. There's been a few decent-sized junipers down here as well. Lots of places to hide from the sun. So yeah, on your first day, try to make it at least like 8.5 miles. You'll find something. I mean, this isn't the best wash for sleeping. So yeah, I prefer a nice sandy wash. And also, you must take into account that most animals travel washes as well. I mean, I've already seen tons of poop. I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm guessing it's coyote. But I don't know, they're eating some weird stuff. But yeah, well, why wouldn't you walk through this? Oh, see, there are some nice sandy spots. But this thing, see, there's turds. This thing's a giant cat box, isn't it? So that's one of the inherent risks with sleeping in a wash. Is things are gonna walk by you. You probably won't even know about it. I mean, in this kind of environment, when you go to sleep, something's watching you go to sleep. There might be some spiders, a snake, scorpions, a mountain lion, or bear. Although I doubt there's bears out here. I just found one of those moths that looks like a hummingbird just chilling, and I picked him up, chilled in my hand, and right when I went to take a picture, he took off. I didn't know those things were out at night, but they move a lot slower at night. You can usually go over and just pick them up. What is that bright spot? I'm guessing Jupiter? I don't know, but I'm about to miss the first sunrise on the trail. Oh well, there will be plenty of others. And maybe I'll luck out and come around this corner of this mountain right here or something. I think that's what we're doing. Well, that's pretty cool. Those bird nests are like pottery. There's a small opening in the top and a big base in the bottom. Stuff that bad boy in a cholla, and who's going to mess with you? Yep, the sunrise. At least I got a little taste of it though, huh? Good morning. Birds chirping. It's like the perfect temperature for hiking. You know, it's not hot, it's not cold. I'm not sweating at all yet. As soon as the fireball comes up, everything changes. I read comments on gut hooks where it tells you just to take the road because it's easier. But no, this is a very easy hike, and on the road you don't have cool things like that tree right there. That'd be a great place to hide out. There's been tons of opportunities to hide from the sun on the trail, and there were none on that road. Zeros of zilch. I mean, I was standing in the shadow of the windmill that didn't have a windmill on top anymore, but the solar panel provided a little bit of shade. I hid behind a tank for a little while. You know, not great shade. Big nice tree like that. It might be dead, but still, plenty of room under it. Am I headed the right way? Or was I supposed to go left over there? I think I was supposed to go left. I don't want to go back all the way around these mountains. Yeah, I better check the map. Turns out making a left back there will take you to the water source. But there's another water source in 1.7 and it's all downhill. So I still got, I don't know, at least a liter. So easy peasy. And I should get there right about the time the fireball in the sky is in full effect. And maybe if I'm in the mood, I'll have second coffee, you know. I'm still having a hard time getting things in me. I did get a Cliff Bar down, so that's something. But it's just not easy. I am not hungry at all. This is very abnormal for those of you who know me. And it can't just be fear at this point. Did I get Giardia yesterday? No. But Lord knows, man. It's got to just be nerves. I feel pretty mellow and tranquil. I'll get over it. Fireball in the sky is threatening to come over. I'm losing my shadow pretty rapidly. I'm hoping to get to that water cache before the sun gets in full effect. Do a wardrobe change, hang out, maybe make a second coffee. I'm thinking about it, you know. I mean, why not? The water's there. I got to get rid of some of this coffee weight on my back because you know I brought a pound with me. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to beat the sun, though. Nice. But I think I did this part at pretty much the perfect time, coming through this canyon and all that, with that mountain to block me. It sucked to do it with the full force of the sun on you the whole time. See what mountains I can hide behind next, huh? I don't think so, not for a few hours. But that's cool. I got an umbrella, and I'm willing to hide under a juniper bush for a while. I didn't end up catching up to Connor. He slept here last night, so I've made it back to the first water cache. Yay! This is where I started my whole trip yesterday. Okay, so let's get good here. Not that there's a shadow anywhere to hide in, but yeah, we'll make our own shadow. I'm gonna rest, man. So this I think this put me, I don't even know how many miles yet, but a good amount. I think I just did 8 before the sun came up. Not bad for a guy that's out of shape. There's a bit of a breeze, so to conserve a little fuel, I am cooking inside of the bear can, or the bear box. Why not? Why not indeed? So working on my second coffee. From here you just kind of blaze. When we first got here, me and Superclassy yesterday, we saw a guy picking his way across the field up there. We wondered what he was doing, but that's the way back to the trail, is you just kind of walk that away. There's no path, but we know the trail is on the other side of that hill. And it looks like I'm in direct sun for the rest of the day, but I'll break up my umbrella. And when there's nowhere really to sit, be glad you're a small American, because I fit inside of the bear box. So this is my seat, because there's literally nowhere to sit. I mean, I can sit on the ground, but I'm way too cool for that. Looking at the maps, I have the next water source is in 8 miles. And I carry 2 1-liter bottles, plus I have a bag that I can put 3 liters in, but I don't want to carry that much water. So, and then after that, another 2 miles, or 4 miles, 4 miles after that, is a water cache that's on the trail, because the water in 8 miles is a half-mile off trail. And I don't feel like walking a mile round trip for water. So I'm going to carry 2 liters, down a liter, see how far I can make it. If at 8 miles I am thirsty, I will go a half mile off trail. If I am not, I shall press on and try to get to the next water cache. Realize if I get to that water cache, though, that's 12 miles away. I've already done 8. I'm not supposed to be pushing 20s yet, man. I don't even know if I can push a 20 yet. So, well, we'll find that out now. Well, hell, I pulled off my shoe, pulled off my sock, and I didn't even feel it, but I got that thing. What the hell, man? I can't even, I mean, I can feel it with my thumb, but, like, it doesn't hurt at all. Now I gotta take off the other shoe and inspect. I mean, I got tape and stuff to cover that up with, but, yeah, that's gonna hinder me. I'm not feeling it now at all, but I'm assuming it'll hurt later. Although I got some on the last trail that I didn't feel at all either. They were pretty gnarly looking. I don't have diabetes, so I ain't got nothing to worry about. I think I burned a little bit yesterday on my legs. Yeah, I'm definitely red. But luckily Radar was nice enough to put some sunblock in there. And some Oreo double stuff. Still not hungry, so I didn't take any of the Oreos. But I took them up on some of that SPF 50. Yeah, because I'm going to be walking in the sunshine. So it is a decent little trek up this hill to the trail. I still haven't found it. Oh, I see a piece of random wood right there. So that's probably it. But like I'm looking down all paranoid about snakes. And I didn't notice these ocotillos. There's like a whole wall of them. And I'm just looking down and one of them hits me in the hat. And oh man, I about jumped out of my own shoes. Man, I haven't seen a single snake yet. You know, I'm poking at bushes and stuff as I walk. But, you know, it's pretty warm, so there's a possibility. Hell, right before I left Phoenix, there was 3 of them in like a 5-foot little circle. 3 of them just chilling there. Hey, what the hell does this wood thing mean? I mean, this doesn't look like a trail at all. What are you? Oh, maybe that is a trail. Okay. Okay, so you're just looking for a post. There's the road for reference. The wash. Okay, tally-ho. So basically you're following, it's not a very well-worn trail, but it is an obvious trail. At least now, I think I'm going to have problems with these at night. I expect to get lost a lot more. But right now we're just going from wood post to wood post. But, you know, it's pretty obvious where you need to go from here. So the trail's not beaten in like the other ones, that's for damn sure, but it is still pretty damn visible. So in bushwhacking, because this trail is a little bit of bushwhacking, this is trail right now, you gotta watch out for guys like these. Man, they just reach out and get you all over the place. Then you got Ocotillo coming from like on top. You know, you don't see that coming out of you, it's way over there, and you're walking by, boom, right in your head. Luckily, those ones don't hurt. They just scare you a little bit. Although, I'm wearing a hat. All sorts of grabby stuff. I think I'm on the trail, at least. Other people have walked this way, so that's good enough for me. First trail find. And I can guess who it belongs to. Yep, that's his mount for his camera. Yay, I get to carry his stuff and see if I catch up to him. I got you, Connor. My trekking poles do not have these cups on the end. But luckily I found somebody else's. I need 2 of them. 1 down. Since this is a lesser traveled trail, there are cairns or cairns. I don't even actually know how to pronounce that. But we're going to call them cairns for now because that's what I hear other people say. But I'm putting rocks on them as I walk by. Every once in a while there's one, but not many. But I'm just going to add my little bit to it. Oh, there you go. I can see the pole from there. Yeah, just to make them a little more visible if everybody who passes by kicks a couple rocks off the trail. You know, to make it look like more of a trail. We could do our own trail maintenance, man. I just kick the stuff off the trail left and right. People have been finding the whitest rocks around and putting them on top of the poles to make it a little easier. Be cool if there was a bunch of like quartz around. Parts of the desert I'm from have just huge chunks of quartz lying all over the place. That stuff would gleam. Oh man, I found a really nice nappy spot under there, but it's only 10 a.m. So I'm going to press on, because if I'm going to take a nap, I want to do it and wait out the heat of the day. Or maybe I'll keep pushing on. Who knows? But I am kind of tired. I wouldn't mind a nap. But I'm hoping for another tree somewhere up here. Every once in a while I gotta stop, look around, remind myself to take it all in. I'm on snake patrol, man. You know, those little bastards could be anywhere. Sure, I haven't heard a single one yet. But, you know, we're walking through some shrubs. It's where snakes hang out. This is the snake's house. But I don't want to stare at that kind of stuff. There's some badass, like, caves in those cliffs. Or at least in dungeons. I don't know if they're actually caves. It's hard to tell how far they go in. Because I'm looking for snakes. Oh, that's a nice looking nappy tree right there. Still too early in the day. Still got lots of shadow left. It's when that thing's beating down on you. Well, I guess we're getting pretty close actually. Another hour maybe. Sure, there's other nappy trees out there. You can't be the last one. Where the hell's the trail from here? I don't know. But I'm headed this way. So I've been off the trail as much as I've been on the trail. And right now I was 50 yards or so off trail. See the marker over there? Hey, one over there, I'll just head towards it. But yeah, I was headed off in this direction thinking that was where I was supposed to go. It's hard, and I do lose the trail a lot because, you know, it thins out, animal trail picks up, and I follow the animal trail. Animal trail. It's a good thing I found the trail again, because there's one thing about the desert. It looks all flat and all that, but no, it's rippled and folded. So it looks flat, and then boom, you're like, oh no, it is not flat at all. So had I not, found the marker and walked over towards this one, I would have had a hard time crossing this. I'm going to try not to lose the trail again. I found what looked to be a great sleeping or nappy tree, but some jerk pooped in it. I'm still going to sleep up here. That ain't going to stop me. It's 11 a.m. and I need myself a break. So I found a tin can. Happens all the time, right? This one's still full. I wonder what's in it. I'm not going to open it up. I'm just carrying it to the next water stash. I figure I'll just take garbage to the water stashes and drop it off there so I don't have to carry it all the way out. Man, I'm still picking up after people, but I'm not going to carry it all the way out because they got dudes with cars that come do it. Radar will totally pick this old stuff up if I pick it up off the ground. I am certain of it. That tree was nice while it lasted. I hung out there for a little over 2 hours. Let some of that sun pass. Now a little after 1 o'clock. And I don't know where the trail is. I have to imagine in desperate times you can just follow these pipes. And they probably lead to water. I heard there's miles and miles of them crisscrossing this joint. That's the first metal one I've seen. All the other ones have been plastic. I got off trail and this crevasse is in my way. So now I'm hunting for the trail. It's going kind of slow. I keep losing the trail, doing lots of bushwhacking. I mean, the bushwhacking isn't horrible, but There's cactus and ocotillo and stuff all in your way, slowing you down, making you pick your route a little more carefully. Where am I? I don't know what changed. Elevation's still the same, everything like that, but now all of a sudden I'm getting purple and yellow flowers. Beginnings of springtime. I still never got to try the flower on an ocotillo, so I was hoping those would bloom somewhere while I'm on the trail. Well, somewhere around me. Oh, that's huge, Karen. That's the way they should be in hunts. Where's that bad boy? Right there. See, I can see that from forever away. I've been lost. Well, not necessarily lost, because there just isn't a trail here. But, going, a mile or 2 or 3 without even seeing a post. We should all be like that. That's convenient. Well, since I picked up that full can, which for some reason goes for $10, I'm curious what was in a $10 can. So curious. But I figured I might as well pick up other stuff. I mean, this trail's rarely used. Well, not used as much, so there's going to be garbage everywhere that people just love to leave sitting around. I got a thing for carrying horseshoes around. So this is just the beginning, and since Radar has those boxes around, I'm just totally going to ditch them in there. But hell, I've been carrying this can of soup for a few miles now, and she ain't light, I think I've got like 4 left to the water cache, so I can just drop it off there. Something like that, anyway. Alright, I'm less than a mile away from the water cache. Might be some of those things I see up there. But it's through a sea of these guys. Pick my way carefully. My leg's already pretty shredded. I've lost a bit of skin and blood on this trail already. But that's what I get for wearing a mini skirt through a thorn field, huh? See, it's not that it's impassable. It's just that it's gonna hurt. Alright, water cache. That's officially 20 miles today. Not bad for my second day out. Now I walked through some bleak crap. I started off way on the other side of all of these mountains. Way on the other side. I actually had to walk all the way through them, then pop out and come over here. Oh, it weren't easy, especially because I now have a huge collection. I got some bottles of the cans. I'm up to 3 horseshoes now. Oh, Radar's going to appreciate all this. Well, that was a pretty righteous sunset. I tried to eat macaroni, man. I maybe got half of it down. I almost threw up. I'm still a little on the edge, man. But I got half of it down. I guess I gotta be happy about that. I'm just not taking in any nutrients. Luckily, I got some town fluff on me over the past 6 months, so I can work through that. But I'm gonna crash right here in this wash. I'm right next to the water cache. And, I'm gonna wake up when we wake up. Doing 20 miles might have taken its toll on me. We'll see how I feel in the morning. The blister on my toe is definitely bigger. It still doesn't hurt, but it's bigger. But no others have popped up, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so it was confusing walking through here today. It was. I was off trail more than on trail by far. I was probably on trail 30% of the time at best. My legs got pretty cut up. Wear pants if you come through here, man. I put my pants on later, but it was, already the damage was done. But doing it at 3 a.m. might be another story. So, hell, I'm gonna try it just because it's easier to walk without the sunshine. But man, there's no trail to follow. It's mildly stressful.